Hello everyone, my name is Rhiannon Wilson, and today Devin Kincaid and I will be talking about how social media has affected the field of public relations and communications. With the new world of technology and social media, we have to ask ourselves, how have things changed? There are some obvious differences in the way in which we choose to communicate. Today, most of our communication is through technology or social media, whether that be by Snapchatting your friends a picture of you eating cereal or commenting on someone's Instagram picture with a heart eyes emoji. Communication has changed drastically. In today's society, you can learn about someone's entire life just by Facebook stalking them. Communicating with close friends used to take a lot more effort. Having to mail out letters to close friends and wait days upon weeks to receive them is something that kids growing up now will most likely never experience. As you can see, this is a Facebook page of somebody named Jane Doe. Just by looking at her profile page, we can see where she went to school, what town she currently lives in, who she's dating, and what town she's originally from. There is also a picture of her on the front page. Even if your profile is private, there is still information like this that can be viewed by the public. The way that we have formed relationships has also changed. There are less face-to-face interactions, and many people are now looking to social media to find significant others and friends. In my communications textbook, there is a whole section devoted to what emojis imply or mean in interpersonal relationships. Every little word, every piece of punctuation, now has a meaning behind it. This can make relationships extremely difficult to navigate and leaves room for constant miscommunication. People have even ditched calling others and instead choose to text because it means less social interaction. For example, Jessica asks her friend Monica, "Monica, Brad friended me on Facebook. Does that mean he wants to date me?" People avoid direct contact at all costs, and social media has enabled people to continue this behavior. People often get brave behind a computer screen, but they don't dare say these things in person. Not only has this change in communication affected our personal lives, it has also manifested itself into our professional lives. Now our bosses and coworkers are only a text or phone call away at all times. This can leave some people feeling like they never leave work at work. The way in which we communicate in the classroom has also changed. A great example of this change is in this class, Writing 235, which is writing in electronic environments. This class is a hybrid class. This means that class time is split up into in-person sessions as well as online sessions. There are more online classes available now for students who need special accommodations or who need to catch up or who just want to take some extra classes. Teachers now mostly communicate through email or through school websites like Sakai. It's reached a point where students heavily rely on the online resources in order to remember deadlines and submit work. Most work is typed and submitted or emailed rather than handed in face-to-face. Social media has also created a need for companies to hire more experts in communication studies as well as public relations. Companies need employees that know how to properly and appropriately handle social media to positively affect their companies. It is crucial for individuals and organizations to properly utilize social media because anything they say or post online stays online. Now that we have discussed how social media has affected communications, Devin will tell you how social media has affected the field of public relations.
Much like communications, public relations was an entirely different world before being introduced to social media. As a public relations major myself, I have learned firsthand through lectures and class notes just what the history being public relations professional is and how it has changed over the years. Just like you would expect, social media has opened up new doors for PR professionals and even created jobs. Before the integration, there would be the typical job titles including Public Relations Professional, Public Affairs Manager, or Public Relations Director. Now you will see many more job openings in the PR field for Media Relations Specialists and Social Media Directors. There are now entire jobs created solely based on someone managing the social media accounts for companies and organizations, which can actually prove to be quite time-consuming. Work of public relations professionals started out to be time-consuming and difficult before the use of social media. Professionals would have to write out press releases and email releases separately, making phone calls for everything from pitching ideas to potential clients and journalists to surveys to collect feedback. Now, Facebook serves to be one of the most effective social media platforms for PR professionals to use, and if utilized to its full potential, it can be extremely effective and time-saving. Here, for example, Facebook is a great way to conduct research as a PR professional. Here you can collect data on potential clients based on their likes, interests, mutual friends, photos, and groups. In addition to the research aspect, this serves as another forum for companies to post and update press releases and market new products. If companies partner with Instagram, another extremely popular social media platform, they can directly link the two and get the best out of both of the social media platforms. As relationships and communication are necessary to public relations as a whole, social media is the best way to do this. Creating relationships with journalists via Facebook by posting comments on their articles, praising them, or showing them something similar is a great way to start these relationships and build your career as a PR professional. The integration of social media into all aspects of our lives seemed to happen quickly. Before we knew it, it was moving from our personal lives into our work lives and careers and into our education. As technology continues to advance, it seems that it will simultaneously advance in our careers as well, as seen in communications and public relations lines of work.